if I tell you that your entire life can change in the next 60 seconds? Will you believe me? No, right? But this is true. And I am going to show you how. See, I am Napoleon Hill, and in the last 20 years, I have studied the richest and most successful people in the world. People like Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison. And I have found a secret that was common in all of them. A technique so powerful that if you do it for just 1 minute every day, your subconscious mind will be completely reprogrammed. You must be wondering, how is this possible? So let me tell you that exact formula which I am writing in my upcoming book, but which very few people will understand correctly. In the next few minutes today, I am going to tell you that exact 60-second practice which has changed the lives of thousands of people. But I want to give you a warning. This technique is so powerful that if you use it the wrong way, it can have the opposite effect too. So watch the video from beginning to end, because every single word matters. And yes, if you want your life to truly change, like this video and write in the comments when you will start this technique. So first, let us understand, why does this 60-second formula actually work? See, when I first met Andrew Carnegie in the year 1908, he told me one thing that changed my entire life. I was a journalist at that time, and he challenged me to study the successful people of the world and find the formula of their success. He had said, "Napoleon, there is only one difference between rich and poor people. Rich people know how to control their subconscious mind. Poor people don't know." Now you must be thinking, what is this subconscious mind? So let me tell you. Your conscious mind is what is right now watching this video, thinking, analyzing. But your subconscious mind is what is running in the background, 24 hours without stopping. This is the part that builds your habits, makes your decisions, and most importantly, this is the part that creates your reality. In my research, I found that successful people create a clear picture in their subconscious mind of their desired reality, and then their subconscious mind automatically takes them in that direction. This is not magic. This is pure science. Your subconscious mind is so powerful that if you give it the right direction, it will open up paths for you that you would never have even thought about. Let me give you an example. When I met Thomas Edison, he told me that every night before sleeping, he would definitely do one thing. He would go to sleep thinking about the problem whose solution he had to find. And many times he would wake up in the morning and find the solution, because his subconscious mind had been working on it through the night. This is the power of the subconscious mind. Now comes the question of how to unlock this power. And this is exactly where my 60-second formula comes in. But before I tell you this formula, you will have to understand one thing. A lot of people talk about manifestation, talk about the law of attraction, but they miss the most important step. That step is clarity of purpose. Meaning you have to be absolutely clear about what you want. You cannot say, "I want money." You have to tell exactly how much money you want, by when you want it, and what you are ready to give in return for it. This is very important. I have seen thousands of people fail, simply because their purpose was not clear. Let me give you my own example. When I decided to write my book, I did not just think, I have to write a book. I thought, I have to interview more than 500 successful people in 20 years, understand the secrets of their success, and then write a book that changes the lives of millions of people. This was my clear purpose, and I am working on it right now. When I studied Henry Ford, I found out that he used to do exactly the same ritual every morning. He would close his eyes and very precisely imagine what he wanted to achieve, but he would not just imagine, he would feel it too. He would feel as if he had already reached there. And this is the secret. If you have not liked the video yet, do it right now, because now I am going to tell you what you came here for. So now let me tell you that exact 60-second practice. It is so simple that you will think, how can something this simple work? But remember, the most powerful things are often the simplest. The first step is to find a quiet place where you can be for 1 minute without any interruption. It can be the bathroom, it can be your car, anywhere. It is just a matter of 1 minute. Right after waking up in the morning or before sleeping at night when your mind is calm. Now close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. In the first breath, release all the negativity inside you. The second mistake is that they are not clear. They say, I want happiness. I want success. But this is not enough. You have to tell exactly what you want. The third mistake is that they only imagine. They don't feel. Remember, emotion is very important. You have to feel the emotion that you will have when you achieve your goal. The fourth mistake is that they don't take action. They think, I have done the imagining. The rest will happen on its own. No, you will have to take action. But the right action will automatically start becoming clear to you when you do this technique regularly. And the fifth mistake is that they spend time with negative people. People who pull them down, who make fun of their dreams. If you truly want to change your life, you will have to keep positive people around you. Let me tell you a story. When I met Thomas Edison, he told me that he faced failure 10,000 times in making the bulb. 10,000 times. But he never gave up. Because there was a clear picture in his mind. He knew what he wanted to build. And his subconscious mind kept motivating him continuously. When I asked him, "How did you not give up even after so many failures?" he said, "Napoleon, I never faced failure. I only found 10,000 ways that don't work." This was his perspective. And this same perspective took him to success. Now let me tell you how to make this 60-second technique even more powerful. You can add gratitude to it. When you are doing your visualization, also give thanks for the things you already have, because gratitude brings even more positivity. You can also add prayer to it. If you are religious, pray to your God to help you, because faith is very powerful, in whatever form it may be. You can also add music to it. Some music that inspires you, that takes you into the feeling you want to experience. Music is very powerful for influencing the subconscious mind. Let me tell you one more personal story. When I was doing research for my book, there came a time in between when I felt that I would not be able to do it. I had been working for several years, had met hundreds of people, but still a lot of work was remaining. At that time, I used this 60-second technique on myself. I imagined every day that my book was complete. Millions of people were reading it, and their lives were changing. And I felt the emotion that I would feel when all of this would become real. And do you know what happened? Slowly, the work became easier. Ideas started coming. New people started coming who could help me. And I kept moving towards my goal. Soon my book will be complete. And it will change the world. Now let me tell you some scientific facts that explain this technique. Modern science has found that our brain cannot tell the difference between fake and real experiences. When you imagine something, the same neurons get activated in your brain that get activated when you actually experience it. That is why players do mental practice. They imagine their victory in their mind, and their brain behaves as if they are actually winning. And this makes them better in the real game. This is the same principle that works in this 60-second technique. When you repeatedly imagine your goal and feel it, your brain creates new neural pathways, and then your thoughts, your habits, your decisions, all of them start going in that direction. There is one more scientific fact, the Reticular Activating System. This is the part of your brain that decides which information is important and which is not. When you repeatedly give your subconscious mind the same message, your Reticular Activating System starts recognizing things related to it. For example, if you are thinking of buying a new car, suddenly you start seeing that same car everywhere on the road. It is not that the number of those cars suddenly increased. It is just that your brain has now started recognizing it. The same thing happens with your goals. When you regularly do this 60-second technique, your brain starts recognizing opportunities that are connected to your goal, and then you are at the right place at the right time. If you are finding this information useful, please press the like button and tell me in the comments. What is your biggest goal? Now let me tell you. This technique works best for which kind of people? First, people who have an open mind, who are ready to learn new things. If you have already decided that this will not work, then maybe it won't. Because your belief is what creates your reality. Second, people who are patient, who understand that change does not happen overnight, who are ready to keep making continuous effort. Third, people who are ready to take action. Just imagining is not enough. You will have to take steps in the real world. Fourth, people who are ready to learn, who take lessons from their mistakes and move forward. Fifth, people who have belief in themselves, in their subconscious mind, and in this process. I want to tell you one more important thing. When you are doing this technique, don't think about how it will happen. Just think that it will happen. Because how? That is not your job. How is the job of your subconscious mind? Your job is only to give a clear instruction and then believe in it. When I asked Henry Ford, how did he know that he would be able to make his car company successful? He said, "Napoleon, I did not know how it would happen. I just knew that it would happen, and my subconscious mind showed me the way." This is the power of belief. When you truly and completely believe, the universe also comes forward to help you. I know this sounds a little spiritual, but I have seen it work again and again. Now let me tell you some questions that people often ask. First question, Can I do this technique for more than one goal? The answer is yes. But I would suggest that in the beginning, focus on one goal at a time. When you get good at it, you can add another. Second question. Does it work for everyone? The answer is yes if you do it the right way. But everyone's results can be different because everyone's circumstances are different. Third question. In how much time will results show? There is no fixed answer for this. Some people see results in a few days, some in a few weeks, and some in a few months. But if you keep doing it continuously, results will definitely come. Fourth question. Do I have to do it at a specific time? The best time is right after waking up in the morning or before sleeping at night, because at that time your subconscious mind is the most receptive. But if some other time feels convenient for you, that is fine too. Fifth question. Do I have to do this for my entire life? You must definitely do it until you achieve your goal. After that, you can use this technique for new goals. Now let me tell you some signs that show you are doing this technique the wrong way. First sign. If you are doing it in a mechanical way without any feeling, remember, emotion is very important. Second sign. If you are doing it with doubt, if your mind is constantly saying that this will not work, then maybe it won't. Third sign. If you are not taking any action. If you are only imagining and not doing anything else, you will not get results. Fourth sign. If you are not doing it consistently, did it one day, skip 2 days, then did it again, this won't work. You have to do it every single day. Fifth sign. If you are not clear, if every day you are imagining different things, your subconscious mind will get confused. Let me tell you one more story that shows the power of this technique. I once met a young man who was from a very poor family. He had nothing, but he had one dream. He wanted to start his own business. I taught him this 60-second technique, and he did it every day without any break. He would imagine that his business was successful, that he had money, that he was helping his family. In the beginning, nothing happened. But he did not give up. He kept going continuously. And then one day an idea came to him. A small idea about how he could start his business. He took action on that idea, and slowly things started changing. People came forward to help him. Opportunities started coming. And today, 10 years later, he is a successful businessman. When I asked him, "What do you think is the secret of your success?" He said, "Napoleon, sir, that 60-second technique. I never left it. Even today I do it every single day. This is the power of this technique. It can change your life, if you give it a chance." Now, let me give you some final tips. First, make it a habit. Do it at the same time every day so that it becomes part of your daily routine. Second, keep a diary. Write every day what you imagined, how you are feeling, and what changes you are seeing. This will keep you motivated. Third, share it with someone who believes in you. They will keep you accountable. Fourth, be patient. Change does not happen overnight. But if you keep making continuous effort, it will definitely happen. Fifth, have belief in yourself, in your subconscious mind, and in this process. Because without belief, nothing happens. I want to remind you that this technique is not magic. It is a scientific process that reprograms your subconscious mind. But for this, you will have to make effort, be patient, and have belief. In my life, I have seen thousands of people who use this technique and changed their lives. Went from poor to rich, from unsuccessful to successful, from unhappy to happy. And if they can do it, you can do it too. Just remember one thing. Your thoughts create your reality. If you think negatively, you will get negative results. If you think positively, you will get positive results. It is this simple, and yet this powerful. So now the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to unlock the power of your subconscious mind? If yes, then start from today itself. Don't wait for tomorrow. Today, right now, this very moment. Remember, every great journey begins with one step. And you're that first step can be these 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds that can change your entire life. I, Napoleon Hill, assure you that if you do this technique honestly, continuously, and with belief, your life will change. I have seen it working with thousands of people, and I have full confidence that it will work with you too. So what are you waiting for? Start from today itself. Every morning or every night. Take out just 60 seconds. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine your goal. Feel it. And say your statement. That's all. And then watch the magic happen. Slowly, your thoughts will change. Your habits will change. Your decisions will change. And finally, your life will change. I give you my blessings. I have full confidence that you will succeed. Because success is your birthright. You just have to claim it. And this 60-second technique will give you that strength. If you like this video, please like it. Share it and definitely tell me in the comments. When will you start this technique and what is your goal? I would love to hear your stories. Remember, you have everything you need. You just have to awaken the power inside you. And these 60 seconds can be the beginning of that journey. I am leaving you with the most important lesson of my life. In my life, I have met thousands of people, the richest and most successful people in the world. And I found out that there was one thing common in all of them. They all understood and used the power of their subconscious mind. They all knew that thoughts become things. And they all gave their mind the right direction every single day. My mission is to take this knowledge to every person who wants to change their life, to make every person believe that they can change their life, that every person has unlimited possibilities inside them, that poverty, failure, sadness, these are all just states of the mind that can be changed. And today I am saying the same thing to you. Whatever you are, wherever you are, whatever your circumstances, you can change. You can write your own destiny. But the first step you will have to take yourself. So I ask one promise from you. From today, from right now. For the next 21 days, you will do this 60-second technique every day. Without any excuse, without any interruption. Can you make this promise? If yes, then write in the comments. I promise. Because see, I want you to come back after 3 weeks and tell me what changed in your life. I want you to become one of those people who wrote their own destiny. Who don't just dream, but make them real. You have all of that inside you, that wealth, that success, that happiness. All of it is already present inside you. You just have to bring it out. And these 60 seconds are your key. My final message is this. Life is short. Very short. And every day you spend in waiting is one day you can never get back. So start from today. Start from right now. After watching this video, find a quiet place, close your eyes, and begin your 60 seconds. And when after 3 weeks you see change in your life, you will feel proud of yourself. You will say, yes, I did this. I changed my life. And that day will be the most special day of your life. Remember, success is not an accident. It is the result of a well-thought-out plan. And today I have given you that plan. Now implementing it is in your hands. Take out these 60 seconds every day. Just 60 seconds. And see how your entire world changes. If you like this video and feel that it can change your life, then like it and share it with those whose lives also need to change. Because when we help each other, we all move forward together. I, Napoleon Hill, give you my blessings. I am waiting for your success. Now go. And take your destiny into your own hands. These 60 seconds are yours. This life is yours. The decision to change it is also yours. Start today. Start right now. On the screen you can see the next video, where I will tell you how you can make this 60-second technique even more powerful and double your results. In the second breath, breathe out all your doubts. And in the third breath, breathe out all your fears. These are the first 10 seconds. Now what I am going to tell you is the power of auto-suggestion. I have written about this in detail in my book, but today I will tell you that most important part which most people miss. In the next 30 seconds, see very clearly in your mind what you want. But here is the trick. Don't see it in the future. See it in the present. Meaning, don't say that I will have rupee 1 lakh. Say, I have rupee 1 lakh. Don't say that I will become successful. Say, I am successful. Because your subconscious mind does not understand the difference between future and present. If you keep telling it continuously that you are already who you want to become, it will start working in that exact way. Now in the next 20 seconds, feel that emotion. This is very important. Just imagining is not enough. You have to feel the emotion that you will have when you achieve your goal. If you want money, feel that feeling of security. Feel that happiness. If you want success, feel that feeling of pride. Feel that confidence. Let me tell you why this is so important. When I interviewed Andrew Carnegie, he told me that every night before sleeping he would put himself into that feeling that he is already the richest man in the world. And with that feeling he would go to sleep. And slowly his subconscious mind took him in that direction. Today we all know who Andrew Carnegie was. Now in the last 10 seconds, say one statement. Loudly in your mind or softly, however feels comfortable. But this statement should have 3 things. First, what do you want? Second, by when do you want it? And third, what will you give in return for it? For example, I am the owner of rupee 1 lakh by the 30th of December 1950, and in return for this, I will work 12 hours every day and help people with my knowledge. Something like this, completely clear, completely precise, and the 60 seconds are done. But what happened in these 60 seconds? You gave a clear instruction to your subconscious mind. You told it what you want, and you gave it the feeling it needs to get there. Now this is where a lot of people make a mistake. They think, I did it once, that's done. No, you will have to do this every single day, for at least 21 days. Because 21 days are needed for a new habit to form. And when this becomes your habit, your subconscious mind will start working on its own. Let me share my personal experience with you. When I first used this technique, I also had doubts. I thought, how will this work? But I made a decision that I will do it every day for 30 days without any break. And do you know what happened? In the first week, nothing much happened. I felt that maybe it was not working. But in the second week, I noticed that my thoughts were changing. I started thinking more positively. I started seeing opportunities where before I only used to see problems. In the third week, things started changing. Suddenly, I started meeting people who could help with my goal. Opportunities started coming that were not there before. And by the fourth week, I was taking big steps towards my goal. This was not a coincidence. This was the work of my subconscious mind. When you repeatedly give your subconscious mind the same message, it starts believing it is true. And then it turns your actions, your decisions, your thoughts in that direction. But here there is also a warning. This technique is so powerful that if you use it for the wrong things, it will work for those too. If you repeat negative things in your mind every day, like I can never be successful, I don't have money, I am not capable, then your subconscious mind will believe those two as true, and then you will create that same kind of reality. That is why I always say, watch your thoughts, because your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings create your actions, and your actions create your destiny. Now I want to give you some more tips that will make this 60-second technique even more powerful. First, write it down. Write your goal, write your statement on paper, and keep it somewhere where you can see it every day. Because when you write something, it settles even more deeply in your mind. Second, share it with someone. Someone who believes in you, who supports you. Because when you say your goal out loud, it becomes even more real. And when someone else also knows it, you feel more responsible towards it. Third, take action. This is very important. Many people think, I just did the visualization, that's it, done. No, you will have to take action. But when you do this 60-second technique, the right action will automatically start becoming clear to you. Your subconscious mind will show you the right path. Let me give you one more example. When I interviewed Franklin D. Roosevelt, who became the President of America, he told me that when he was suffering from polio and his legs were not working, even then he would every day imagine that he was walking, running, giving speeches in front of people. And that imagination gave him the strength he needed to overcome his difficulties.